Welcome back to Buzz TV. On today's art segment, I'm Ron Episcopo. Wait a minute, I'm Steve Strum, pinch hitting for Ron Episcopo. This morning we have Jacob Danner and Lana Shuttleworth from the Avondale Artwalk. Good morning.
Good morning.
So that was a mouthful, and it took me a couple tries to get it right, but we're here. And thank you guys so much for joining us. Tell us a little bit about your artwork, and then we're going to learn about you, and then we're going to talk about that, and I'm going to do my best to not screw this one up.
Well, great. I was on last week, and I mentioned the Avondale Artwalk coming up. It's the inaugural art walk in Avondale, and it will take place August 10th and continue the second Thursday of every month. And we'll have lots of local artists, artisan makers, jewelry, painting, sculpture, various types of things. And my gallery, Anazao Galleries, which is right in Avondale, will be having art exhibits that coincide with the art walk. And Lana is taking over my window and will be displaying one of her pieces inside the gallery. I'm really excited about that. But AvondaleArtwalk.com is a place to find out more information, and there's a place to fill out applications and time. It's 5 to 9. The second Thursday of every month. Everyone's welcome. You don't need tickets. The shops are going to be staying open later. There's great restaurants there to eat in, all that. So Lana maybe can tell us a little bit about what she's doing for my window. And
Absolutely, and it's in Avondale.
Yes.
So for the folks that tune in from around the country, tell us a little bit about why the Avondale Art Walk is special.
Well, it's in the historic district of Avondale, which is one of the oldest kind of shopping districts. It has a great charm, and so makes it special. Well, it's going to be unique in that downtown has its own flavor. The beaches has its own art walk, and I think it's going to have its own feel, and it will develop over time. And artists that maybe aren't displaying other places will have opportunity to show in this community event that is going to be just, I think, really fun.
That's fantastic. Okay, so behind us we have one of your pieces, and
Yes.
that when I saw it this morning, I thought The Scream meets Dante's Inferno, and then I was advised that this is made from recycled material, specifically traffic cones. So it's Scream meets Dante's Inferno meets I-94 or I-95 traffic cone jam in the morning.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about your art. Tell us
Yes.
a little bit about why you're special, and please share with us your inspiration of this piece.
Well, I'm an artist that works mostly with recycled materials. This particular piece, as you said, has safety cones in it. It also has post-consumer packaging and recycled dental floss. Although the dental floss is fresh, it's never been used, it's still part of the piece. It has spray paint, and it creates this landscape that has this diminishing point that a lot of people tend to appreciate.
Well, and I'm a novice in the art world, but whenever I see something that is interesting, not just in the construction, but it might be hard to see on the show, but this is actually a 3D piece. It
Yes.
kind of comes out.
Yes, it's a
little
very
bit.
tactile surface that has depth. And I think that the great part about using recycled materials is that everyone can relate to it. You know, these are materials that we see, you know, around town or use in our home or receive when we're, you know, opening a package. So these are materials that we're all familiar with, and I think that's exciting to see those materials utilized in art.
So what inspired you to use recycled material?
Well, they're in abundance. If, you know, I don't use them, they're going to go to the landfill, and they're going to take years and years, thousands of years to break down. So if I use these materials instead of paint or something else, then I'm, you know, doing my part to help, you know, be a good steward of the world.
How do people find more about you and your gallery and your offerings and what you're doing?
I have a website, lanashuttleworth.com. You can go to my website. I do show around town. I have a show coming up at the Beaches Art and History Museum in February of 2018. I will have a piece in Jacob Danner's window for the Avondale Art Walk. It will not be my traditional material, but it will be something that's very interesting and something that I think relates to who Jacob Danner is as well and what he does in his gallery.
So are you going to tell us about it, or we have to come check it out and come see
You
it?
definitely have to come check it out. It's a brand new piece, and it's going to be amazing. So you definitely want to come to the Avondale Art Walk and check it out. Avondale is a very beautiful, charming community, and I think that anyone that went to the Art Walk would see the charm in that area.
And one more time, just because we want to make sure we capture it. What was the date of that for our audience?
August 10th.
August 10th.
5 to 9.
Yep.
One of the compelling reasons, just one last thing, that I chose Lana for the first exhibit is the name of my gallery, Anazeo, is a Greek word which means to recover life, to live again. And her use of recycled materials and all these things are living again. They're being reclaimed, and they have new purpose and beauty. So
That's fantastic. So I have two things before we take us out. One is your bow tie. I love it. You said it's one of your, are we talking offset?
one of my artists, yes, Catherine Stanko. Her company is Metal Lace. She's out of Pittsburgh, and she does all this hand-knitted copper, sterling silver, gold. I even have a copper bodice and high heels in the gallery, one-of-a-kind iconic fashion pieces. But I have these bow ties, regular ties, boutonnieres, pocket squares, fun.
Well, does it come in pink?
You asked. I will inquire.
Can we find, I
Find
wear
out.
I wear pink for a reason, in support of breast cancer, and so when everybody goes to black tie, I usually go with pink tie. However, I would love to be able to represent one of your artists the next black tie event.
That would be fun. I will check and inquire.
And lastly, I pinch hit my best. I do a good job for Ron.
Oh yeah, I'll have to tell him that anytime that he has to be away, that Steve's up.
Well, and I did wear my rainbow socks for Ronnie. So, guys,
There we go. I got my.
and you got no socks.
no socks.
No socks at all.
Lizard,
So
yeah.
hey, we got no socks and rainbow socks. So I guess I win the sock competition once again because of default. Thank you so much for joining us today. Really do appreciate what you're doing for the community, what you're doing in the art world, and somewhat of a renaissance that we're having here in Jackson with art and culture.
Yes.
That's great. Well, thank you for the opportunity to be
It's
here.
my pleasure. And guys, thanks so much for joining us on Buzz TV. If you like us, share us, and remember, live with gratitude.